Well, what has happened is that Rusatom Healthcare and Necsa have decided to strategically bring their strengths together to see how we can advance the spread of nuclear medicine around the world. Already Necsa is exporting to over 60 countries, and so we're very good at that. They've got some new reactor technology that we've been working with them on for a couple of years now, and the idea is to bring our strengths together to see if we can expand the size of our current business. Necsa is large. We were just 2 months ago described at an international conference as the best nuclear medicine company in the world. Every 3 seconds, somebody somewhere in the world is injected with nuclear medicine from Necsa, and every 3 hours we save somebody's life. And this goes on all day, every day. Our staff work through the night, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, right through the year. This is the only nuclear reactor in the world that runs continuously, producing this life-saving nuclear medicine. The turnover last year was 1.4 billion in the nuclear medicine. At the moment, what it is that there's a new type of nuclear reactor which they've developed. It's a small reactor. It is not a power reactor. A giant power reactor such as Coburg is the size of a whole shopping complex. This reactor is about the size of a house. And this is specifically designed to produce the radiation required to produce the nuclear medicine. And so they have got the technology, having developed that, which they are doing now with our South African scientists as well, because we've got certain skills that they would benefit with. So we've been talking to them for a couple of years now, and we're interacting. And the production first one that will be built at Necsa will be built under Necsa supervision. It'll be Necsa that builds it to the specifications that we want, so that not only the actual reactor itself does what we want, but the whole building and that fits into the system of the production line. This is a joint development. It's not a purchase. So it's not as if we have to go out on tender because we're buying some particular item off the shelf, so to speak. And so we have got many developments going on at the moment with all sorts of things, with people all over the world, ranging right now from Spain to the United States to this Russian thing, plus various other countries where we have mutually beneficial nuclear developments. All right, well, at the moment what the situation is that the first one will be operational in Russia in the first half of next year, according to them. And we will be starting to lay out and look at the situation on our property this year. The timeline is about 5 years to get the reactor constructed. It'll be constructed by South Africans. The reactors cost the value of the reactors are about 250 million rand each. Now that's a value, that's not a price that we are paying. That includes South Africans pouring concrete, South Africans laying pipework and so on. So it's a collaborative exercise between Rusatom Health, bringing their expertise, and us bringing our expertise to build this thing at that sort of value. Much of that money, or most of that money, staying in South Africa. We had a closure over the Christmas period where there was some irregularity in people signing off in the books. That I emphasize was paper-based. There was never any safety problem. The law requires us to immediately inform the nuclear regulator, which happened. The nuclear regulator instructed that there be a closure, during which a lot of redesign took place of the process, and we came out with a very much more improved system. We then restarted production some months ago and found that we were producing even better than before. However, the regulator had laid down a series of reporting points, so to speak, that we had to show him that at certain points we had complied with his instructions. Just a few days ago, There was another mistake where somebody accidentally dropped something, and that required us to do a report. That then was seen as a violation of one of the target dates of the regulator, so it's now been extended for another couple of weeks. But this is a second short shutdown. It's not the original shutdown from the Christmas period. Well, my board has challenged Necsa to double its output. Now, you can't double its output with the current nuclear reactor. You have to build a system. Also, we're very aware of the risk of having only one nuclear reactor and so on. So we are looking at making this very much a commercial venture, which it is. I'm proud to say that we paid tax to SARS last year and the year before, and that's something we're proud of. And so we want to expand the business dramatically by doubling it. But that also means increasing the number of patients that are getting the medication, because around the world there are a lot of people getting the medication now, but far more who need it who are not getting it, because it is produced in few places and it needs a high level of expertise. South Africa, incidentally, has a unique South African design process. That's one of the reasons why we're so good, is that we actually have some secrets that other people don't know on how we do this. We're looking into Africa to open a number of new nuclear medicine centers in other African countries. We've been approached by quite a few. We've been approached from the Middle East, we've been approached from South America and from other places to start medical units there. And we're keen to do that because in that way, not only do we bring the life-saving medicine to the people of those countries, but we also obviously open up an outlet for sales of our product, because we would then be the supplier of the product. The business is profitable. Last year, Necsa paid 80 million tax to SARS, which I think is a lot better than some other SOEs.